Hello again, and thanks for joining. So today we have a Hornby model to have a look at. Itself the age-old favourite, the Class 47. This one is number 287 and it's quite an old model. It's one of the ones that was made in England before manufacturing went to China. This one has a sticker on the box which says it was 1999 from the Cheltenham Model Centre, and I think that was some time ago, but for a railway locomotive to be £20 back in the day is not a bad price at all. This one is number 47708, which is called Waverley, and I think it's had some modifications as well by the previous owner, which I am thinking hasn't been done that well, but we'll have a look anyway and we'll see what we've got. So this model came with this transfer sheet where you can add different numbers onto this locomotive with different names if you wanted. What we have here is obviously called Waverley, but that seems to be an etched plate or something that's been added on, not just a transfer. So perhaps the previous owner has really loved this model, but not enough to give it a good paint job because the roof is absolutely terrible on this. Anyway, let's have a look at the front of this locomotive. Now, I've done a review of a Hornby 47 before. This one is probably going to be very similar, but it is suffering from this horrendous paint job. The painting and the masking around here is absolutely terrible. The top part has been painted black inside there on the vent, and we've got this white kind of splattery paint job on the number board here, which is the domino effect, but it's not done very well at all. This model has got really nice buffers, so I really like this silver and the buffer beam being black, and then this colour of yellow is a nice combination. There's a fair degree of detail on these Class 47s, but no flush fit glazing, although it is clear and it has the windscreen wipers moulded into it, and you can see we have an interior there as well. There's some nice details here with handrails and this lamp here and these transfers added in, but it's just kind of not bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad at all. We do have these vacuum pipes fitted onto this one, which is quite interesting for a model at this price range back in the day. And looking at the side, we also have these wire handrails as well at the door, which is a real nice addition. The numbers printed not too bad. I guess this one has had the 708 transfer fitted, but the 47 aren't so clear, and you can see some of the blue through it, and all the details underneath here as well is similar. It's not been printed that well. We also have this stud here, which is to take the model apart, and inside we're probably expecting to see the good old-fashioned Ringfield motor. Bit of a slab side on the side of the 47. We've got the British Railways logo printed here, another door and some steps going up, and it's trying to hide the other clip there that's holding the model together. Then we've got the really nice Waverley nameplate here, and then on this end of the locomotive it doesn't fare any better with the splattering on this domino box, but the paint on the roof is absolutely horrendous. It's all hand painted, it looks like, and it's really badly masked, and it's got these black sections here too. So this is really ripe for being resprayed. I think it probably just needs a complete repaint. But looking down at the bogies and the middle part, it actually looks quite clean here. Nothing to worry about, and even the wheels are looking quite clean too. But traction tyres on the outside two wheels here. The middle wheels just revolve freely. Even though it's got a gear wheel on it there, it's actually free rolling. And the other bogie is all free rolling, but it does pick up from this bogie. There is an awful lot of movement on these models. It's quite comical really. And of course we have the huge Hornby coupling integral into the bogie, so you can't change that. Let's open this up and we'll have a look at the Ringfield motor. So one of the cab details fell out as I was taking it apart there, and you can see the piece here. It's quite a simple thing. It's got some holes here. I guess it's for cables to go up to the top on some models, but this one doesn't have any lighting, and it's quite a simple thing there. It does give you the opportunity to easily add a driver if you want to, and these just slot in quite easily to the body shell. And here is the good old Ringfield motor, the weight in the middle, and the pickup from the other side. This one revolves without any problems, and it looks as though everything's quite nice on this model. I think we'll give this chassis a run on the test track just to see if it works. Well, fantastic news. It runs absolutely perfectly. If I didn't know better, I would have said that this is a brand new chassis and that it's never been run before, because it is really smooth and it picks up no problems at all. It's really testament to the Ringfield motor. I actually really like these motors, so I've no complaints there. Anyway, let me get this back together and then we'll put it on the scales and see how much it weighs. So simple push fit to get it back together. Now on the scales we can see that it's 299 grams. So I'm actually feeling a little bit sorry for this 47 from Hornby. The chassis and running gear is absolutely fantastic, almost like it's brand new, but the body has had a really hard time at the hands of some would-be modifier, and it looks absolutely terrible. Body shells for this chassis are quite easy to come by, so this might just be a body shell that gets scrapped and a new body shell fitted onto this chassis. What Hornby did back in the time to produce this model was obviously make something clearly to a budget, but they've done it pretty good. I think it's not a bad model for the price range, and certainly the mechanics are holding up strong even after all this time. Obviously it doesn't stack up against more modern models, and you can get the Class 47 bang up to date with various different companies offering a revised edition which is much better than this model. But this model from Hornby could be really good for somebody younger who just wants something to play around with, possibly to do some weathering on it. It seems quite robust. It's pretty crude though, but it does get the job done, and it could be an introductory model into the hobby which sparks a lifetime of interest in model railways. So let me know what you thought about my analysis of this old Class 47 in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think as well. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. I'll put this on the turntable so you can see just how ratty this one is all the way around. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. See ya!